Infosys has reported its results for Q4 of FY21. More importantly, it's also given its revenue and margin growth guidance for FY22. This will of course give us a sense of the demand that the company is seeing, how confident they are. On the face of it, they have come in line with expectations, but a few analysts we spoke to said that they were factoring in an even higher number. So I guess for the last few quarters, Infosys has managed to surprise analysts on the positive side. This time around, that may not have happened, which is why we are seeing mixed reactions come in from the analyst side. In fact, if you look at the Infosys ADR in the US market, it's down by about over 3% the last time we checked. So that could be a lead indicator of how the stock is expected to perform when it opens in India tomorrow morning. They've also approved a buyback proposal amounting to that will be worth 9,000 crore rupees at a price of 1,750, but this will happen through the open market route. So basically it could be very procedural and it could also take a longer time. Let me take you through the headline numbers for Q4. So if you look at the reported revenue in dollar terms, that came in at 3,613%. A growth of 2.8% sequentially. Analysts were estimating 3.2%. So their revenue growth was a tad below expectation because of lower pass-through as well as an offshore shift. So whenever revenue shifts from on-site to offshore, it is dilutive on the revenue front. If you look at EBIT margins, that came in, if you look at operating margins, that came in at 24.5%, which is actually higher than what some analysts were estimating. Analysts were factoring in 24.4%. Now, if you look at their revenue growth guidance for FY22, they said that they expect to grow revenues between 12 to 14% in constant currency, and their operating margin guidance for the same period is 22 to 24%. Again, there were some analysts who were estimating a higher number on the upper end of margins, and even on the growth side, I think people expected closer to 15%, so a little disappointment on that front. But if you look at the management commentary, it continues to be very positive. So Infosys CEO Salil Parekh said that we have crossed a milestone of 100,000 crore in revenue in FY21. Our intense focus on client relevance, growing our digital portfolio with capabilities like Infosys Cobalt have helped us emerge as preferred partner of choice. But there is one other metric that is going to be a big headache for Infosys in the coming quarters. That's their attrition number, the percentage of people leaving the company. So for Q4, that came in at 15%, and Infosys CEO Praveen Rao said that for the next 1 or 2 quarters, it's going to continue to be in that range because of the huge demand for technology talent in the market. Infosys will conduct a performance review and other salary hike cycle in July 1st. They said they will look at other incentives as well to retain and hire employees. They are going to hire about 26,000 freshers in FY22, both from India and overseas. So that was an overall sense of how Infosys performed. We'll of course have to wait and see how the market reacts.